Hey guys, Gary Pickering here. I've had a few real estate agents recently ask if I could do a video that could be shared with their clients on the difference between 4% and 6% tax rate. So what I thought I would do is do this video here that you can share. So if you have a client that's moving in from out of state or a first-time home buyer that has questions about 4% versus 6% tax rates, then they would have this tool for their use. So let me start by talking about what the 4% and 6% tax rate is and tell you some issues you need to be concerned about as a home buyer. So in South Carolina, we have two property tax rates, 4% when the property is owner occupied, 6% when it is not, such as investments, rentals, and second homes. Now, property tax in South Carolina is calculated by using the formula of tax rate times millage rate times tax value of the property. Primary residence property or owner-occupied property is afforded certain discounts that the 6% property tax ratio is not, such as a foregoing collecting school taxes, local option taxes, bond taxes, and things of that nature. So it's a significant difference. Now, when real property is sold in the state, the county tax assessor will default the property tax ratio to the 6% assessment rate. And because of the lower rates and discounts afforded to primary residents, the difference in your tax bill could be 2 to 4 times lower than if you were being taxed at 6%. So for example, we had a 4% tax bill at $3,500. Once it was taxed at 6%, it was well over $13,000. That was about 3.7 times higher than when it was taxed at 4%. Now, each community is different. Millage rates are different. School taxes are different. So each would vary per transaction. So this is just an example of one. Now, many homeowners qualify for the primary or local residence rate. The resident has to be domiciled in the state of South Carolina during some portion of that tax year to qualify. Domiciled simply means living in South Carolina with the intent to stay. Now, the tax assessor will require a certification of certain facts in order for you to qualify, and the burden of proving your eligibility for 4% lies on you as the owner occupant. You must provide proof required by the assessor, and some of those items they look for is your South Carolina individual tax return. Be sure when you provide that to redact all your financial information. They're really looking to see what items are put into which particular schedule, but you need to redact that personal information. They're going to look for motor vehicle registration. They may ask for voter registration, power bills, phone bills, copy of the settlement statement, and other documents as allowed by law and as required by the county. Each county has a separate list, so you need to check with each individual county which you live in and see what their list is. You can find that typically on their website. Now, owners that have mortgages, you need to be aware that if you're buying a property and giving a mortgage to a lender, the tax bill will be sent to your mortgage company if you're escrowing. And if you have not applied for the lower tax rate, your escrow account could be adjusted to the 6% rate if the county issues the bill at 6%. That means your monthly payments will skyrocket, and that you need to be sure that you go ahead and apply for that lower tax rate before the bills are released to avoid that overpayment of the tax. Because once they pay it, they're going to want you to make the difference back up to the bank immediately or through your monthly payments while they try to correct it over at the courthouse, which can be done afterwards, but it is much more painful and time consuming. Other thing you also need to know about our tax rates is there are other discounts that could apply to you, such as agricultural use discount, the homestead discount, or disabilities. Now, if you're over the age of 65, you can apply for a homestead credit, which could reduce your tax value of your house by about $50,000, which would lower your tax liabilities. If you're disabled, you may be able to eliminate all of your property taxes, but there's a lot of forms and documentations you're going to have to provide to the tax assessor to prove that. So if you believe that you're entitled to any of these discounts, please feel free to contact the tax assessor or your closing attorney, or contact me, Gary Pickering at Blair Cato Pickering Castelline. Look forward to working with you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.